we're going to get into like who we think is the better actor.
Right.
Who has the better movies, who has the most promising future going forward. And then we kind of already talked about our favorite projects, but maybe we'll pick one from each. But before we do that, I want to get into some special shout outs for some actors, wrestlers that turned actors.
Definitely.
Maybe not wrestlers that turned actors, but wrestlers that are in movies. I think the first one to do it, it's got to be between Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper. But we'll go with Hulk Hogan because that makes more sense. He was kind of like the first big star that like came into like pop culture outside of wrestling. Yeah. So Hulk Hogan.
There was a time where that man was like everywhere.
Oh yeah, he was a superstar. Yeah. Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3 as Thunder Lips. Now I know you haven't seen all the Rocky movies, but Rocky 3 is a weird one. Like 1 and 2 are dramas, and then 3 and 4 when it turns into like soap operas. Like Apollo Creed dies in like the 4th one. It's like he dies in the ring. So total soap opera. But in the 3rd one, it opens up with Rocky having like an exhibition match with Thunder Lips, which is Hulk Hogan. So he doesn't play himself. He plays a wrestler named Thunder Lips. But in this universe, it's like wrestling is real. So like they get into like a real wrestling fight. And it's crazy. Like Rocky has his boxing gloves on and he's like fighting Hulk Hogan, but Hulk Hogan's like wrestling. Yeah. It's just a dumb scene, but it's kind of iconic. More WWE movies. Stone Cold in The Condemned. Have you ever seen this?
I don't think so, no. I don't think
it was this thing.
Cold anyway.
No? Oh, you've seen him in The Longest Yard.
Yeah. I haven't seen them this one.
Okay. Well, while I'm on The Longest Yard, because I have that on here too for Stone Cold, a lot of wrestlers are in The Longest Yard. Like Goldberg is in there.
Right.
Do you remember?
I don't.
He's like, the biggest thing with him is like he's just a big dude, like a linebacker, and they keep talking about how big his dick is.
Oh, okay.
Like they meet him in the showers, and then the Great Khali is in there.
The Great Khali, I remember him.
Yeah, that's like I think maybe he got signed after that movie. I think, or maybe he was like in like maybe he was already in the WWE system but didn't debut yet. And then they have like Kevin Nash in there, and then there's another one that I'm missing, but a lot of wrestlers. So Adam Sandler loves his wrestling. Even had the Big Show in The Waterboy.
Yeah.
Just like for a little bit. But yeah, The Condemned, I won't get into it, but yeah, it's another Stone Cold, like I think it's a WWE movie, WWE Studios or Productions, whatever. And like it's almost like some Hunger Games shit. Like they put a bunch of criminals in there and like they all have to kill each other and like the last one out like gets their freedom or something, if I'm remembering right.
Right.
Randy Savage, who can forget Bonesaw in Spider-Man 1. Randy Savage comes out and he's just Randy Savage. Yeah. Bonesaw is Randy.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Okay, and then Kane and See No Evil. This was another WWE production. And I remember this one because this one I went out to the theaters too. Like they kept hyping up May 19th. That something big is going to happen. And it was Kane. And it was all about promoting a movie. But when I was younger, I was just like, what's going to happen? It's May 19th, huh? So it's like a horror movie.
Those.
Yeah. It's a horror movie where Kane's like an evil guy and he's like killing people. And like, killing teenagers or young adults in like a house, like this broken down house or something. But the only thing I remember from that movie, because it was horrifying, he's chasing a girl. She goes into a closet. And then her phone rings. Like she had like one of those flip phones.
Right.
One of those old things. I had a flip phone. I'm old enough to have a flip phone. The phone's ringing, whatever. So then she's like, oh my God. And he opens the closet and he gets the phone and then just shoves it down her throat.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Scary.
Yeah, that stuck with me. Last one is Roddy Piper. R.I.P. Roddy Piper. He was in a movie called They Live, and I've never seen it, but it's the most iconic for like his line where he says, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
I have come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
Yeah, and I think he did some other things, like other like B-action movies, but just shout out just to them. Just 5 quick shout outs. But yeah, let's start comparing. Which category do you want to go through first? Better acting, better movies?